Matter and Energy in Ecosystems, Lesson 1.4, How Energy Storage Molecules Are Made. Activity 3, Observing Photosynthesis Close Up. Next, you'll use the sim to zoom in and see what happens inside a cell during photosynthesis. You'll be able to compare this model to the diagram from the article. All these models will help you gather more evidence about where energy storage molecules come from. The sim shows the same visual as the diagram we saw earlier, but now it is moving. You should try to follow what is happening as molecules enter and leave the chloroplast. Watch for what happens inside the chloroplast, a part of producer cells where photosynthesis occurs. You will compare the visual model from the sim with the diagram from the article and discuss some questions. We are starting to gain a better understanding of where energy storage molecules in an ecosystem come from. To help you work together, one partner should launch the sim and press View Cell in the producer's box. The other partner should have the activity open on the photosynthesis diagram from the article and the discussion questions visible. Students, observe the sim and the photosynthesis diagram and discuss the prompts. This is the diagram that you wrote your own captions for earlier in the lesson. Use what you've learned to revise your caption, then complete the sentences below. Students, revise your captions to make them even more informative. Make sure you see the sentence completion activity below the caption activity. Share your updated caption and how your thinking has changed. Key concept. Carbon is part of carbon dioxide, which is abiotic matter. Carbon is also part of energy storage molecules, which are biotic matter. Key concept. During the process of photosynthesis, producers make energy storage molecules using carbon from carbon dioxide and energy from sunlight. This moves carbon from abiotic matter to biotic matter. We have collected evidence from the article and the sim to come to these conclusions. In every ecosystem we looked at, we found the same thing happened. Producers used carbon from carbon dioxide to make energy storage molecules. We found this pattern just as a scientist would. Even though there may be exceptions, when scientists find a pattern, they assume the same thing happens in other similar systems. So we can assume this happens in the biodome too. This knowledge will help us understand what happened in the biodome. The process that makes energy storage molecules is called photosynthesis. Do you have some thoughts on which types of organisms do photosynthesis? You might respond, producers, which are plants, algae, and some types of bacteria. Remember, you can find the word photosynthesis and its definition in your glossaries. We now know where energy storage molecules come from, but we still have to explain to the econauts why there weren't enough in the biodome. For homework, you'll watch a video about what caused the number of energy storage molecules in an ecosystem to change. End of activity.